True.
Okay, you ready?
Sometimes,
Oh,
yeah, I'm ready.
oh, you can continue. Sorry, what were you gonna say?
I have no idea. I forgot.
Oh no, I'm sorry, Emmie. I'm sorry.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Is it fine? I don't know.
I actually don't know.
It's okay.
My attention span is not that big.
I think you said because we were on the topic of friend lists and league, and like when people change their names, maybe that were.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes I'll let someone else call their name first, so I'm like, oh, that's that. That's that person.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Hello, welcome to another episode of Babble the Boba. Today we have Emmie.
Hello.
Would you like to introduce yourself to the crowd?
Yeah, okay. So my name is Emmie. I am a 27-year-old useless bum right now.
Huh?
I only say that just because I'm not working right now. So when I have a job, I'll say I have a job and I'm doing something with my life. But right now I'm just a bum living off my savings.
The stimmy?
I graduated college last year with a degree in business. Thinking about going back for my master's.
Ooh.
But I also don't want to go back to school anymore because school sucks.
Oh, yeah. Not all that feeling.
Facts.
What do you stream?
I live in California. I was like, I'm trying to think.
Oh, what do you usually stream?
Most of the time I'm streaming Valorant, but sometimes I'll end up playing like Genshin or Bloons or just a bunch of different games. So whatever I'm feeling at the time, kind of.
Okay. So
Yeah.
first question is, what first got you into streaming?
I actually think my brother got me into streaming because funny story. He was actually the one that introduced me to Twitch because he's like, "Oh, you can like watch this person or watch that person." And I started watching them, and then I was like, this is fun. I like the interaction between like the streamer and the community and the people that are watching. So I was like, oh, maybe I want to try it out. So that's what got me into streaming.
Wow.
Yeah.
What's the thing about streaming you like the most?
There's so many things. I think it's just that interaction between whoever's kind of watching you and you playing as well. I don't know about other people, but for me, I play better under pressure sometimes.
Oh.
Especially like in Valorant. So when I have people watching me, it's like, oh no, I have to do better. I'm gonna do better. I'm gonna play good today. And then, I don't know, it's just like meeting these random people that decide to come into your stream and just like hang out and just like interact. I think that's what the best part of streaming that I like.
What does your routine look like for the day or the week?
My routine? Well, it varies day to day. But usually, I get up in the morning. It takes me about a good freaking hour to wake up because your girl is like, no, I'm not gonna get up, but I have to get up. So I'm usually in bed for like a good hour and a half, just like scrolling on TikTok or Facebook or Instagram, playing my little phone games. And then I get up. And then, like I said, it usually depends. Some days I have plans. Some days I'm just a bum and just sit on my computer all day playing Valorant or Genshin lately. And then around nighttime, I like to cook dinner. I make an effort to cook dinner, especially because I'm at home right now. So I cook dinner, eat dinner, hang out with my parents for a little bit, and then your usual shower, uh, face routine, and then game all the way until I feel like going to bed. That's just my usual typical day.
Oh, okay. Have you ever felt burnout or just, general burnout?
Yes and no.
It can like be like it doesn't have to be like from
Mhm.
streaming, it can just be like life.
Yes and no, only because like I feel like I'm good about handling my stress levels. Like if I feel like I'm getting too stressed, I will do something to take me out of it. So I can't really say I felt burnout before. I felt stressed though,
Mhm.
but I can handle my stress very well.
What do you usually do
Yeah.
to deal with it?
Sometimes I'll go get boba because boba's light. Um, that I'm honestly an easy person to relax. Like I can just do nothing all day or just sleep all day or just play video games, take my stress out on crappy people in Valorant who can't play. I'm so toxic. I'm sorry. No, I'm kidding. But I just
Oh.
like I do stuff that makes me happy. So I'll go get boba or I'll go stuff my face in French fries,
Mhm.
or I just go to the beach and just sit there, take deep breaths, and listen to music.
Wow, wait, imagine having the luxury of going to the beach and it's just 15 minutes away or even closer.
Yeah, it's about 15 minutes. But I like going to the beach at night
Because no
because
one's
like there's like
there.
nobody there and it's
Eh!
safer and everything. So I just sit there and I just like ignore everybody.
You find any seashells by the beach?
I used to collect them, but then every time I brought them home, they magically disappear. AKA my parents throw it away, so
Oh. Aww.
I've
Fair.
stopped.
What's the coolest thing you've ever found on the beach? If you have anything.
I okay. It's not really cool, but to me, I thought it was interesting. But I remember on the beaches of shoot, it was somewhere in Vietnam. It was when I was on vacation with my family.
Mhm.
We went to the beach and there was this shell, but it wasn't like your typical shell where it's kind of that pinkish whitish color.
Uh-huh.
It was like half clear, half fluorescent. So it was like
Oh.
yeah, so it looked like the sand rubbed on it so much or something that it made it somewhat almost see-through.
Uh-huh.
And I think that was interesting.
That
Because
sounds
I was like,
pretty
I've never
cool.
seen that.
Do you have it with you or no?
Oh, it was in Vietnam and I can't bring it over.
Oh, wait, I thought you can.
I thought about it, but then my parents were like, don't bring shit over that's not necessary that you can probably find somewhere else.
I don't think you could find it anywhere else.
That's what I said, but parents
Um,
be like that.
true. When you, what never fails to cheer you up?
Oh, that's easy, boba.
What is your
Boba and like
go-to boba
right.
order?
Okay, it depends what I'm feeling, like what my mood is. But like if I'm feeling a milk tea, it would be an oolong milk tea
Mhm.
or a jasmine. Basic, I know, but I'm basic. And and if it was like a fruit tea or something like that, there's this one place near me that has a passion mango fruit tea, and it's really, really good.
Ooh, that
Mhm.
sounds good.
It's good.
You put any toppings? Remove sugar? I don't know.
I'm not like the biggest sweet person,
Mhm.
so I usually depending on who is there, because I go there so much that I kind of know everyone. Some of them have a heavier hand than the other, so sometimes I'll get less sweetened, or if I'm in the mood, I'll do like rainbow jellies or grass jelly, or yeah, I like fruits.
Do you have a favorite fruit?
Watermelon.
Ooh, I love watermelon
Water. I
too.
love watermelon, especially frozen watermelon, and then you put tahini on it. Oh, great. Perfect for summer weather.
Is it always watermelon season in California?
No, it's usually around like it's like mid-spring
Okay.
to fallish. I'm pretty sure it's
Okay.
the same
Cause
everywhere.
we don't get watermelon until like it's like hot summers.
Like summer, yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the like the best though.
Do you do the what is it, the watermelon method where when you're finding them you got hit
They're
it?
like, hey, smack it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, yes and no. Sometimes I just like pick it up to see which one's the most dense.
Uh-huh.
So that's how I pick it, but usually I'm not the one picking it. So
But do your parents do the slap method?
yeah, my mom does the slap method, and I asked her, "Does that work?" And she goes, "No, but I like doing it because it looks right." No, because I've asked her, I was like, "Does this really, really work?" And she goes, "I don't know. I see everyone do it." And I'm like, "So how do you what?"
Apparently
And she
you're
goes,
supposed to
"Yeah,
look for
everyone
a
just does it."
hollow sound or something, but I can't tell if it's hollow.
Same, it all sounds the same to me, especially when you're slapping it.
Yeah, exactly. Like, do I have to slap it harder for me to hear the hollowness, I guess?
Right? I'm just like, there has to be a better method to just slapping it.
I think I remember you have to look at the, like, see if there's any yellow on it or, like, markings on it. If it's, like, pure green, like, I got that, the typical pattern, it's usually a good one.
Yeah. I
Or,
mean, all the ones my mom has brought home has been like decent. So I'm like, if it works, it works.
the
Oh,
next question is, have you heard the trolley problem?
I don't think I have. What is that?
So I think it originated in San Francisco. Basically, there's a unstoppable train, and you have the power to choose which track it goes on. However, the both tracks have like people on it. One has one person, and the other has 5 people on it. Basically, you have to choose which track the train goes on. Because if it doesn't choose a track, it kind of just crashes.
Oh, it sounds like Final Destination. It's like one of those games where you just kind of like, it's like on a line. You have to pick where it goes. I'm just like, oh, let's let it go that way. Crash into each other.
But yeah,
No,
you
that's the
basically
first
just
I've
have to
heard of it.
choose a track.
Oh,
Yeah, because you
interesting.
have the power to change the track the train goes on.
Ooh. Can you take me to the Bermuda Triangle?
What?
Because no one's been there, so I want to know what's there. Like if I could go anywhere in the world, that would be a
No,
location.
no, no, no. Like, this is like a dilemma. I'm not asking, like, where you want to go. Like, you just choose which track the train has to go on. But, like, there's people stuck on it, so.
On the train?
On the tracks. Like, they're gonna die because of the train, basically. Because they'll get run over.
Well, it's also like if you see a train coming, why are you standing on the
They're
track?
stuck. They're workers. Like,
Oh, they're stuck. They're workers.
Yeah, they're the workers. Like, yeah.
Well, 5 points per worker.
Wait, what?
5 points per worker. I'm kidding.
But yeah, you basically just have to choose who dies and who lives, I guess, in a way.
That's hard. Workers versus the lives of the people on the train.
Yeah.
I would pick workers.
Like, to
Cause
save them, or like, because
the-
you have to choose one track. One has one worker, and the other has 5. It's like, which track do you choose?
I would choose the one with the 1.
Yeah, a lot of people tend to go for that one because I guess it's one of the quote-unquote lesser evils.
Yeah, but then if you have but the thing is, if you like say the one on the 1 was like an engineer. Oh no, I'll go with the 5.
Yeah.
There has to be circumstances, obviously.
So,
But yeah, the 1.
Let's say I change this up. Let's say
Mhm.
the one person's your mom, and the other 5 are your 5 closest friends. Who do you pick?
Oh, mom. I said mom.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
Friends are replaceable.
And let's say the one person was the love of your life, and the 5 other people are your 5 closest friends. Who do you pick to, I guess, save?
My 5 closest friends.
Fair, yeah.
Because you can find another love. Sad as it sounds, I love you, baby, if you're watching. But no. If you put like my 5 closest friends on one side, I'm sorry, I would choose them.
Fair. Who do you look up to the most?
My mom. That's easy. Done.
Any reason why?
There's a lot of reasons. Mainly because she is our main breadwinner here at home.
Mm-hmm.
She consistently is always working. She puts herself out there. She is one of the most generous people I have ever met, I've ever known. She took her past trauma because back in 1975, after the war ended, on her way home from the shelter, her car overturned and landed on the side, killing her brother.
Oh no.
Yeah, so my uncle. Never met him, but I heard he's a great man. My mom took that trauma and like, I don't know, she just became, well, she didn't become, but she has always put others first. Just like how my uncle did, supposedly.
Mm-hmm.
So, even when she was in so much pain from her arms because she's working all the time, she never let that stop her from work. Like I told her, you could take it easy,
Yeah.
let us kids take over now because we're older.
Yeah.
We have jobs and such. But she doesn't want. She's like, no, I'm still young. I'm gonna still do what I can. I'm like, okay, if you believe you're young, you go for it. Yeah, she just has a really big heart. She judges nobody except me, but moms.
Oh my gosh. Who is your favorite Asian in the media?
That's a sad question almost because there's not much Asians in the media.
Yeah.
But I forget his name. But he's the director of Parasite. Bong Joon-ho or something like that. Something like that. Well, he's either way. He's the director of Parasite, and it is one of my favorite movies because there's just so many hidden meanings behind it.
Bong Joon-ho.
And
yes.
Yeah, Bong Joon-ho, there you go. Yeah, I think he's probably one of the most influential that I could think of. But obviously there's a lot more.
Yeah.
But he's the only one that comes up to mind right now.
Why is Parasite your favorite movie? Like, what were the hidden messages you really liked?
There was just so many subtle hints of little things.
Yeah.
Like, for example, basically, you know, when you first hear Parasite, you're like, oh, it's probably an alien thing.
Yeah, definitely.
Like an alien related movie or something like that.
Yeah.
But then you really see that it's just people taking an advantage of other people. That's why they're called a parasite. And then little things here and there, like it shows how hard it is if you're, let's say, a person who is poor or not, doesn't have much, to become someone who has a lot.
Definitely.
Like it basically is telling you or showing you that it takes almost a mountain, a rock, to really showcase that, or like to go from one level in society to another.
Yeah, definitely. And I really like this might be spoiled. This is definitely spoilers actually, but
hella spoiled.
Basically, it's very surface level to say that the Kims, they were the poor family, right? The Kims were the parasite. It's very surface level to say that, because if you really think about it, it's the Parks who are parasite.
Yeah.
Because they are riding on the backs of the poor people, basically.
Exactly.
Because
I don't think people see it too.
Yeah.
They think that the parasite is the Kim family.
It's actually not, because if you look, the mom of the Park family, she didn't know how to do anything without the servants. Because I remember when they got their old housekeeper, they got the housekeeper sick, the Kims.
Yeah.
She didn't know how to wash dishes or even put them in the dishwasher.
Yeah, she didn't even know like the basic things.
Yeah, and they rely on us,
money.
like
or
not us, or sorry, like lower class to, I guess, provide for them, exploiting them for their gain.
Exactly, and like obviously, like the upper class is just a small percentage of them, where everyone is usually middle to lower class, anyways.
And not only that, it was also showcasing how much people are willing to go through to rise up, when really you should be trying to lift each other up instead of just scrambling, fighting each other like dogs, I guess. And because the rich, they don't get affected at all. They just kind of watch us and they laugh in a way.
Yeah,
they
kind of
see us.
Use us as a source of their entertainment.
Yeah, exactly. And I really like the subtle symbolisms too, because their house, the Park family, their house was on a hill, and you saw how, well, it's the main character, he had to climb up.
Yeah.
Basically showing hierarchy as well. And the fact that windows were really good symbolism too. Stairs as well, showing different class, because their view was basically the streets, and every once in a while someone would be literally peeing on their house.
Yeah.
Well, if you looked at the Park family, they had a really nice clean window, nice view of their lawn, clear blue skies even. It also shows
what they had was a fantasy, basically.
Yeah. And the fact that the wife of the Park family, she was like, oh, the rain was so nice, it cleared up the air and stuff, but like, you saw what happened, right? A lot of people became homeless in the slums.
Exactly. It's like they don't see the problem.
Yeah.
The real problems. All I see is what's in front of them or what they have.
Yeah, and or even they don't even know how their own house works, because it was actually the housekeeper's husband.
Yeah.
That was hidden in that little shelter thing, where he was the one working the lights, doing everything, and he didn't even have to do that. Like, he just did it because he felt enslaved in his own role, I guess, in his own head.
Yeah. Money gets to you.
And then the fact that Jessica was the one, quote unquote, Jessica was the one who died because
Yeah.
she was the one that quote unquote fit in the most, showed that their fantasy, I guess, of living this luxury life it's just never gonna come true.
Yes, queen. It takes like it's so like the movie is just so out there.
Yeah.
That I don't think a lot of people get it, and that not a lot of people understand it. So when they watch it, they're like, "It's so boring. I don't get it."
Or like they're like, "Oh, I don't like how there's no English. Like I have to read subtitles." Like,
people use closed captioning. It's basically almost the same thing.
Yeah, exactly. I love closed captioning. Like sometimes, even like when it's in English, I'm like, they're speaking too quiet.
Yeah, it's like I'm just trying to make sure I'm hearing what they're saying correctly, not something else.
I feel like translations could be slightly better for Netflix subtitles, especially because.
I mean, yeah.
Because there are times where I'm watching something in a for example, there's this time when we were watching Over the Moon in Chinese, and for the song part, they didn't translate it properly, or the subtitles were off a bit. And for the song part, they just said singing in Chinese.
That irritates me. It's like hello. It's like you're already translating the whole thing. What's wrong with translating the song?
Yeah, and sometimes the song is very important.
Because it fits the mood.
Yeah, exactly. Or the lyrics have meaning.
Exactly. Oh.
Netflix, pick up your game.
Yeah. It's also hard because like sometimes I feel like there's no direct translation, so they're just kind of using whatever sounds right for what's going on.
Definitely. Because there's always that, I guess, culture context too.
Yeah.
That's why I always admire, I guess, anime translators, because, anime, because they gotta translate a lot of, like, Japanese sayings, too.
Or, even if you watch, like, the Chinese, like, old, Chinese dramas and stuff like that, it's like, they're saying all these proverbs and whatnot, and you're just like, wait, what? Even reading them in English, I don't understand, but it sounds cool.
Yeah, or there's this one, I forgot what the term was in Chinese, but it's like old man saves horse or eats horse. It was either one of those. All I know is
I think eats horse.
Eats. Basically, it's saying that when something bad happens, it's usually like there's a silver lining behind it. That was basically the point of it. And and then I just remember watching. It was like something whenever you try to say Chinese proverbs to friends, and they're like, "What?" And then you gotta explain the whole proverb because the English translation is not good enough. What did
That's why you rely on the. Oh, sorry, what?
Oh, sorry. You can go.
Oh, that's what I was like. You gotta rely on the translators to kind of get the other parts, like what's going on, right, so that the proverbs make sense.
I like how some anime translators, like for subtitles, what they'll do is they'll put like little translation notes in the anime.
Yeah.
I kind of like that. I have to pause to read it sometimes, but I like it.
Yeah, same.
What did you think of the Mulan live action film, I guess?
Okay. It wasn't bad. It wasn't the greatest, but it wasn't terrible. There were parts of it I liked, such as like, you know, the action sequences or just little like the meaning of the phoenix and just like the little like very true to like Chinese heritage aspects of it. I just felt like it kind of deterred from what the Disney version of Mulan was. But it was hard for them to put like the legend of like Mulan, like her tale, and what actually happened in the Disney. It's hard for them to like kind of mesh the two.
Yeah.
I think that they did a good job, somewhat in the middle ground. I just felt it was very rushed, very short. But it wasn't as bad. as people claimed it to be.
I personally haven't seen it, but from what I've heard, they, even though they did have an Asian cast, they didn't have
Mm-hmm.
Asian writers or a director, which is still
Nope.
problematic, right?
Yes and no, only because I think people are just so used to seeing the Disney version of Mulan.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas if you saw the, I think it's 2009 version of Mulan that um China produced, I think that was more accurate.
Yeah.
So I think they were the Disney version, the live action one. I think they were trying to blend the two in a way, because
Uh-huh.
I saw stuff that kind of what I saw in the 2009 version that the Chinese made.
Okay.
So I think that's the better version to go off, but obviously it's because the Disney version of Mulan, everyone was expecting Shang to be in there
Yeah.
because he was also obviously in the animated version. They wanted Mulan. I mean, not Mulan, Mushu.
Mm-hmm.
They wanted Cricket. They wanted the song. But I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, that's an animated version of what Disney thought of Mulan was.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, personally, I didn't think it was that bad.
Fair. Yeah.
Maybe like a 6 out of 10.
That's fair, yeah. To you, what are your favorite hobbies and interests?
I honestly can't stick to one hobby or interest. It changes consistently.
Would you like
But
to tell us about them though?
I do random. I don't really have like anything I do consistently as like a hobby besides like maybe gaming.
Mm-hmm.
Interest wise, not really. I kind of just see something like, let's say for example, I used to see like people knit all the time, and I'm like, oh, I'll take it up. But I'll take it up for like a couple of days, and I'll get bored of it, and I'll be like, okay, moving on.
Fair.
That's how I work. It's like I will find a sudden interest in something, whatever it would be like what knitting, cooking, etc., etc., and then I get bored of it. And I'm like, I don't want to do it no more, and move on.
So, did you ever play any instruments or learn any instruments growing up?
I learned so much and I quit so much. Not gonna
no.
lie. I was one of the people who like picked it up for maybe a couple months and then be like, I'm bored. I don't want to do this anymore, and then quit.
Uh-huh.
But I played the guitar, I played the flute, played the violin, the piano,
Whoa.
the saxophone. I did the uke for a little bit. Yeah.
Wow, that's a lot.
I got bored. I mean, I wish some of them I like still retained how to play it,
Mm-hmm.
but I forgot it all.
Oh
I'm that person.
no. If you could pick up one of them, which one would it be?
I think either between the violin or the piano.
Oh, any particular reason?
No, not really, but I think, well, the violin only because of Your Lie in April.
Oh my god.
And maybe the piano too. But I tend to listen to piano music when I go to sleep because it helps me sleep better.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that's why. But I honestly couldn't tell you a specific reason.
Fair. If you're comfortable to share, have you personally experienced racism?
I highly doubt a person of color has never experienced racism.
True.
Like, they can't say that they haven't. whether it is subtle or very straightforward.
Mm-hmm.
But I was actually introduced to racism very early on
Oh no.
in life, sadly. Um, I grew up in New York in a predominantly white neighborhood and school in general.
Mm-hmm.
I think out of maybe like 600 kids, 600 kids, there was only, I want to say, like 5 or 6 Asian kids in general
Mm-hmm.
at my elementary school. And so
Oh.
obviously I stood out very, very much in elementary school. And as a kid, I thought I was smart. So, I would obviously be getting the highest grades and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then everyone just always picked on me, be like, "Oh, just pick her. She's the smartest. She's Asian. She can do this. No problem." Or kind of along the lines of like when no one wanted to do anything in class, they'll be like, "Oh, just pick her. She's the smartest." Just because I was Asian.
The
Yeah.
model minority stereotype.
Yeah. And then what also sucked is that because my name wasn't originally Emmie.
Um.
Um, yeah, it was. I had a Vietnamese name, which is Ni, which is very beautiful. Now that I'm like, once you grow up, you kind of realize it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but because of the way it sounded like the kneecap.
Mm-hmm.
So people would be like, "Oh, hi, Ni," and they would slap their knee,
Oh.
or they'll be like, "Ni hao," and I was like, "Okay." First of all, I'm not Chinese, so fuck you. I mean, but yeah, I mean, it got to a point where they made me want to change my name, and it ended up happening.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, sadly, kids are mean.
Yeah, they are.
Kids are so mean.
Do you know the history behind the model minority myth?
I don't think I do.
So, basically, this is a very long and complicated history. Back when, remember the
TLDR.
railway? basically, remember the railway?
Oh.
Basically, during 1873 to 1879, there was a depression, and then of course, guess who was blamed for stealing jobs? The Chinese who were working on the railway, right?
Yep.
And they even made a law banning Asian immigrants, and even came up with stereotypes calling us like opium obsessed, dirty, stupid. All women were prostitutes or whatever.
Yeah.
But then, this is what happened. The US, they had to, I guess, quote unquote, suck up to Asia in the Cold War because the Soviet Union was spreading, I guess, propaganda, not really, that US was racist and they didn't like it. So then they're like, maybe we should, I guess, suck up to Asia. And then they said, but however, they only allowed quote unquote successful Asians to immigrate and used propaganda to promote Asian success stories. So Asians that could, like doctors, lawyers, just anyone who could contribute to society. And that's how the model minority myth happened. Also, this is an even more sinister reason. Most of the model minority myths are used to put down other minorities.
I can see that though.
Yeah.
Because it still happens to this day.
Yeah, it
almost.
does.
Yeah.
And not only that, it hurts Asians too, the model minority myth, because, like, for example, if teachers have that idea, they think that, oh, if they're Asian, they don't need help. Well, I'm not the smartest. Not all of us are really super smart and successful. Not all of us are crazy rich, like Bling Empire or Crazy Rich Asians. We're not like that. Not all of us, at least.
No, not all of us, no.
As much as I want to, I'm sadly not.
Honestly, I have never aspired to be, like, rich. I only aspire to be comfortable.
Oh, okay, fair. But yeah, that's how the model minority myth happened. And it was only the 1940s that they lifted the, I guess, quote unquote, ban on Asians, where I guess you don't have to be so super successful, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not that long ago if you really think
No,
about it.
that's not.
And it was the 1960s that Asians were finally it was the 1940s that Asians were allowed to vote, and the 1960s it was Asians were finally allowed to immigrate. No, still not that long ago.
See, my Asian American history just like went out the door.
Honestly, if you really think about it,
you don't see it a lot.
You don't see it. Yeah,
they don't talk about it.
Talked about a lot, and I feel like we should be learning about this because it happened here, in our continent. Like, it's
U.S. history. It's like, why is it not in the textbooks?
Exactly. Why isn't it? Is it just because it's that horrendous? You guys still talk like. It's kind of sad, but I hear that you guys are even trying to, I guess, take out slavery out of the curriculum too, like.
Oh yeah, they're trying to take that out. A lot of, I don't know why, a lot of people believe the Holocaust is a myth, and I was like, hello, are you stupid?
Yeah, like, why would you think that's a myth?
It's like, I'm sorry, that was just a bad part of history that you're kind of almost thinking about repeating, but like, it's a part of history. Well, why are you trying to take it out of the books? Like, it's important.
Because we learn about it so it doesn't happen again.
Mm-hmm. But you know what they say, history tends to repeat itself.
Yep. And not only that, but oh shoot, where was I going with this? Oh right. They also haven't talked about I only recently learned this, not that long ago. Basically, there's so much history behind Chinatown too. And also, like, they only briefly mention I guess the Japanese internments. Like, it's only briefly mentioned, right?
I think so.
Because I remember personally for me, like, because Canada's not innocent behind this. Like, we also did
I mean, everywhere's fucked up.
Yeah. We also had internment camps for the Japanese.
And
that was not a fun time, obviously. And it's only briefly mentioned. Like, we don't actually talk about it in detail. Like, for example, apparently, a lot of, I don't know why people are so obsessed with the French Revolution. Like, we go into so much depth about that, but why?
Right? It's like, it doesn't really have anything to do much with the U.S. or, I don't know, like, it's just like, I don't know, then again, the U.S. is also, the U.S. is also known for just jumping into wars or fights that don't even belong to them, like, have nothing to do with them.
They used to be like, oh, it's not our business, but then, I don't know what changed, but they suddenly were like, oh, it's all about us now.
But you know how they say the U.S. has never lost a war? That's a lie. They have lost one. It's the Vietnam War. If you really think about it, they pulled out, right? Because they were with the South. They pulled out. The South lost. So they lost that war.
Pastrami says Pearl Harbor isn't in Japanese history, and World War II isn't in German history. About the camps. Oh. Now that I think about it,
yeah, I'm not surprised.
I'm not surprised either, because in World War II, if you look at textbooks in Japan, they actually say that, oh, we saved Korea, but if you look at Korean history textbooks, they say, oh, Japan did horrendous things, and it actually really depends who's recording history.
Yeah.
Because we only recently took out Christopher Columbus Day because we found out about the horrendous things he did.
Yeah, but like, it's all based on like rumors, legends, myths anyway, so it's like we don't really know what happened. But it does make sense that we did take him out because he did take over land that did not belong to him.
Yeah.
So, Yeah, I mean that part's correct, but did he actually like kill, rape, or whatever these people? We don't really know. It's all word of mouth, and then certain books.
Mm-hmm. And this might come to a surprise. I don't know if it will, but Chinatown, that was actually, it originally didn't look as colorful as that as you normally see it with the pagodas and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
It originally was just westernized buildings that, and then just whenever you could only tell if I guess a Chinese business was there if through the decorations basically. But because of the San Francisco, I guess this is like a TLDR, the San Francisco earthquake happened,
Mm-hmm.
and because I guess Chinatown was prosperous in a way to San Francisco, they kept Chinatown there, and the businessmen of Chinatown, they were smart about this. They're like, we don't want Chinatown to like be like a nuisance. So they hired a white architect to rebuild Chinatown in what they thought China looked like, but like in a theme park way. And that's why it's so colorful and there's so many pagodas there. Because usually pagodas are for religious buildings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense. Like, hearing that makes sense. Because sometimes when you walk into Chinatown, you feel like you're in one of those movies of what they think China looks like.
Yep.
And that makes sense.
Well, I guess I want to also talk about, like, this is kind of a hard topic, but what your opinion is of the Asian hate crimes going on.
I think it's really dumb.
Yeah.
And it all stems from the orange chimpanzee that was in the office a couple months ago, last year.
Mm-hmm.
It's obviously it's not right.
Yeah.
Abusing, hitting, attacking anyone is not right.
Yeah, and I think it's very cowardly that people are targeting our elderly, especially.
Yes, very. Here's the thing. I think we're also just noticing it more within the past year or so because of the media.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
But it happens on a daily basis. It's like we see people like elderly get attacked all the time. Lately it's because of COVID that people are attacking more of the Asian elderly.
Yes.
But it's a little more common. I think that people are more focused on it now because the media is portraying it, and it also feels like people are given a reason to attack the Asian elderly.
Yeah.
Just because they're the most vulnerable.
Definitely.
And they won't fight back.
And they're less likely to report due to it. Because they don't want to be they think
they don't want to cause trouble.
Yeah, they don't want to cause trouble, and also they might also have the language barrier too.
Yeah. But like the attack on the elderly, it's normal. I don't know. I don't want to say normal, but it happened. It's happened before. But obviously, with COVID, the attack on Asian elderly or Asian people in general have skyrocketed.
Definitely.
But it's not that it didn't happen before. It was just getting media coverage.
And yeah, not only that, media coverage too. And it's just, I think it's also the deep, like, complicated history in the U.S. as well, and also Canada too. Because I only found this out recently from someone else I was interviewing, but in Calgary, apparently the Chinatown there has been burned down 3 times, and they had to relocate 3 times. And I didn't even know that. Like, why wasn't this talked about in school?
Because it's not, apparently, according to any history, that's not that important to them.
Not only that, back to San Francisco, the earthquake. What's really sad is that we don't even know how many Chinese immigrants died because they didn't put them in the death toll.
No, because they were a minority. They only put important, people, so like the whites and the blacks.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's I okay, it's sad to say, but I feel like personally, even as someone like me, there is deep-rooted racism, whether it's I don't know how to put this into words, but I feel like you can say that you're not a racist, right?
Mm-hmm.
But deep down in the core, I think everyone is built with slight racism in their core.
Definitely, yes.
Like, you see parents, even if they or adults, they can be like the nicest people you'll ever meet, but they will do something that's so subtle, like very, very small, towards a person of color, and you can see it. Like, you can tell, like, oh wait, you're a certain way towards this type of people, but you're another way towards another type of people.
Yeah.
Just based on their skin color.
Definitely. Or I don't. Does this count as subtle racism when teachers can't tell the difference between two kids when they're the same race but not related?
Yes and no. I don't personally feel like it's full on racism. I think it's just more of.
Is it like subtle though?
It's very, very subtle.
Yeah. But yeah.
I mean, it would be. I think it'd be more racist if she went up to be like, "Oh, are you Chinese?" Not really racist, but it's like she just straight up assumed this person is like, they're both Chinese when they say they're like Japanese, Korean, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That's a little bit on the racism.
Yeah.
But then you also you can't blame people for not knowing what kind of Asian you are, or what kind of like Hispanic you are, or what kind of like African American you are.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it just is a kind of a touch and go kind of situation.
Mm-hmm.
But I personally wouldn't be able to tell.
I guess my next question would be like, what was it like, I guess, growing up in an immigrant family?
I know it varies per family.
Yes.
Mine was just very. I think it was hard for my parents and I to come to terms on certain things, because I was, obviously when you're raised in America or whatever, wherever you're raised, it's different from where your parents were raised. It's also time frame too.
Mm-hmm.
So my parents were very traditional,
Mm-hmm.
but as time grew on, they became more. I don't know if that's the word, but it became less traditional.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there was room for compromise.
Oh yeah.
And there were certain things, like, till this day my parents still keep, which I kind of am thankful that they did, because it keeps me rooted.
Yeah.
But it was hard trying to blend certain things together. For example, there's just so many things. It's not coming to mind right now.
It's okay, take your time.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's like I'm rambling. But I don't know. I think okay, here's one thing that I really did notice, especially because I go back to Vietnam quite a lot.
Mm-hmm.
In Vietnam, it's like busy, 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 and like there's always constant people around, or your family is always around. But then here in America, or like anywhere else, I feel like people are kind of like secluded to their own family. Like, okay, so when I'm at home, I'm like consistently in my room.
Yes.
But in Vietnam, everyone's always together in the living room or the kitchen. Mm-hmm. No matter what time of day it is, besides when you're sleeping, they're always like together. Whereas here, when I'm, everyone is just kind of in their own place, their own section, like their own place.
Yeah.
Everyone's more focused on themselves, whether versus them always thinking collectively or being collective.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
I think it has to do with the mindset too.
Yeah. I mean, my parents still try to make sure that we're always like together in a way. So, you know, we always eat dinner together unless work or one of us goes out.
Mm-hmm.
But we always collectively try to eat together. We try to all go out together, like family hangouts once in a while. Yeah. I mean, obviously the expectations were high, but then they seemed to get lower as I grew up.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because as a kid, my parents always like, you know, A's, A's, A's. No, nothing lower than a B minus, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But and then, you know, you gotta be a doctor, lawyer, engineer, something that makes a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But when I got to high school and especially college, my mom was like, do whatever makes you happy.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, so you don't want me to become an engineer or a lawyer or a doctor? And she goes, no. I always gave you high expectations so that you won't fail in life. So, yeah. So I feel like my parents' expectations went down. Or not really down, but I think they played mind games with me.
Mm-hmm.
So where I feel like I had to do well.
Yeah.
But I think all parents just want their kid to obviously be happy and not grow up like how they did.
Yeah.
They want us to prosper.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, my parents were very mellow nowadays.
Just like they mellowed out, because I guess
They mellowed out. Also because I'm hard-headed and stubborn, so
Okay, the next question is, if you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be and why?
I'm thinking, okay, unlimited money, or do I have to worry about money?
Oh, you don't have to worry about money. Yeah, money.
Oh, I don't have to worry about money?
Sorry, I should have included that. Sorry.
Honestly, on a private island somewhere. Yeah.
Well,
Because, okay.
Emmie, it's actually possible if you think about it. In Canada,
It is possible.
they have a bunch of islands for sale, and they're cheaper than a house, like 50,000.
I know, I thought about that. You have no idea I thought about it. When Trump came into office, that's when I thought about it the most.
Oh my god!
I was like, I'm gonna buy an island and seclude myself and make him illegal over there. But anyways. No, but like, I think, okay, as much as I love being around people sometimes, I enjoy being by myself more than anything, especially like, yeah, I really enjoy being by myself sometimes.
Fair.
And with technology nowadays, I can see people via Discord, via Skype, Google Hangout, whatever. I don't need you in person.
Yeah.
I'd be on a beach. Or like an island. I have the beach right there that I can go to. And that's my happy spot. That's all I need.
But would you also want an island with 4 seasons too?
Yeah, maybe not 4 seasons, but maybe like not summer. I'll take winter and like spring.
But wait, I don't think there's any islands like that, is there?
No, it's like summer all year round.
Yeah, basically. What is better, flying or breathing underwater?
Oh, flying. You know where I can go? You can go anywhere if you can fly.
Fair, yeah.
breathing underwater, maybe I'll go see Atlantis, and that's about it.
Wait, do you think Atlantis is real?
I don't think Atlanteans are real. Like, I don't think fish people are real. I really don't. But I think Atlantis was real. I don't know if I can't say that the legend completely is real.
Fair.
But I think Atlantis is real. I just think it's sunk down somewhere.
Fair.
Like the deepest parts of the ocean.
Like the Marianas Trench?
Maybe, I don't know. Just like deepest parts of the ocean. Like I believe that it was an ancient civilization that kind of fucked themselves over and then eventually sunk down to the bottom of the ocean.
Fair. If you had to eat only one type of food, what would it be and why?
Oh, okay, one type or like one thing?
Sorry, one like I guess item.
What happened if okay, an item. Okay, an item. I was trying to play around it and be like, can I be like a meal?
Oh yeah, I guess it's a meal in a way. Like, what's your like it's like the main course in a way.
Oh, hot pot. See, because I have loopholes. You can get veggies, fish, meat. No, but if I actually could only eat one thing for the rest of my life, it'd be something potato related.
Ooh, gotta love potatoes.
Because there's so many things you can do with potato.
Mash them, slice them, I don't even know. Chop them.
You get baked potato, fried potato,
French
smashed
fries,
potatoes.
chips. You can have it as a snack even.
You can do so many things with a potato.
Exactly.
You can never go wrong.
My answer was actually a sandwich because anything classifies as a sandwich as long as it's between two pieces of bread, and there's also ice cream sandwiches too.
Ooh. See, that's why I said hot pot. I honestly could eat hot pot every day. Like,
really?
No joke. Yeah, I could. I love hot pot.
Have you ever had hot pot just 3 days straight? Because that happens in my family.
Girl, yes. Yes. Except I didn't like make it at home. I went out and I had hot pot 3 days. It wasn't even 3 days. It was like a week. My poor wallet was crying.
Oh no! How is the food? I guess like price budget wise in LA.
Well, I don't live in LA.
Oh,
I live about an hour and a half away. About an hour away from LA.
My US geography, sorry.
No worries. I think California is very privileged to have the prices that we have. Because, okay, my brother is on an assignment in Washington, right? And what he would normally get here, it's like almost a time and a half over there. It's kind of ridiculous. Because, like, let's say he'll get a basic chicken fajitas here, right? It's like from like $12 to $15 max. Over there, I think he paid like $22.
Huh? That's like almost double.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Washington, because that's where he is, they don't have income tax. Whereas California has income tax. It like varies per state. It's ridiculous and stupid, but that's how our system works.
It's kind of similar with us because we have a provincial tax, except Alberta does not have PST. And I just remember just going, like, I was only a province over, and I was like, wait, why is this so expensive? Oh, PST.
Yeah. Another, like, I want to say city. Another city. Maybe like, I want to say like 10 hours away from here. Has no sales tax at all.
Oh.
Right? I'm like, okay, I'll go over there for all my shopping expensive needs.
That sounds very interesting.
I thought about it. Yeah.
So, like, how much is hot pot then in California then?
It varies per place and what
Average,
style you're doing.
Let's say like an all you can eat.
All you can eat. I want to say from at least 22 to 28 for the basic cheap ones. All you can eat.
Oh wait, what? The basic cheap ones for us are like $35.
Yeah. Well, it also like I think it also depends like place and dinner too, like lunch or dinner, because I think that's depending on what you're getting, but yeah, it just depends on what you're getting. But I would say within the 20s. Max is like 30 for basic cheap stuff.
Okay. Oh yeah, I noticed that you have some anime stuff. What got you into anime?
What got me into anime? When I was living with one of my cousins for a short amount of time because my house was being built.
Mm-hmm.
I saw him watch. Okay, first thing, I don't consider Pokemon and Dragon Ball Z anime.
Yeah, fair.
I don't.
I don't consider Pokemon either.
To me, they're just animated series.
Mm-hmm.
So I grew up watching those two. I saw little bits of like One Piece and Naruto on Toonami, if that was the correct term.
Mm-hmm. I think Timo mentioned that.
Yeah. I remember seeing it there, but it was the dubbed. We don't talk about that. And then when I was living with my cousin, I saw him watch One Piece. And I was like, oh, I used to watch this on TV. And he goes, did you watch the dub version? And I was like, yeah. But that's before I knew sub was a thing.
Uh-huh.
So I'm like, oh, it's just a cartoon. And he goes, no, it's not a cartoon. It's an anime. And I was like, wait, what's the difference? And so he had to explain this whole thing. And that's when I started getting into anime.
Mm-hmm.
So then, obviously my first like actual watch was Naruto.
Uh-huh.
And then I could not get into One Piece ever again after. It was just too much. I was like, oh my god, it's just too much.
Fair. It's quite long.
It's quite long, but one of my cousins, she's up to date.
Oh my gosh.
I was like, how? And she goes, I don't know.
They don't even know.
She has it tattooed on her body. That's all I know. That's how much she loves it.
Do you have any tattoos, Emily? Emmie, sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know why.
It's fine. I get called that all the time. It's not a big deal. I have two on my back.
Mm-hmm.
One of them, they're both quotes. One of them says, you have to fall before you can fly.
Mm-hmm.
And the other one is, we accept the love we think we deserve.
Oh.
Yeah.
I like that. I like the first one especially because I can kind of relate.
Yeah. I want more, but broke. But it's also hard finding. It's also hard finding an artist that fits what you want.
What do you mean by that?
There's a specific style that I want, and I'm trying to find an artist who can probably come up with the best work with the style design that I want. I mean, I've only looked at two artists, but it's a process.
Fair. What kinds are you thinking of getting, if you don't mind sharing, that is?
Tattoos?
Yeah.
So obviously you can tell by right here, it's a Demon Slayer tattoo. It's Demon Slayer.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking into getting a Demon Slayer, maybe two different sets.
Mm-hmm.
of tattoos. One of them is chibi versions of the main four. So, Tanjiro, Inosuke, Nezuko, Zenitsu, the chibi, and I want to put them right here on my like little arm thingy, right here. And the other one, I was thinking of the mask that Tanjiro receives and his sword. But it's still in my, like, it's in my mind. It's, like, played out in my mind. I don't know how it's gonna look drawn out. So that's why. So, yeah, like, I have an image of what I want in my head. I can't draw. So it's hard for me to draw out what I want. So that's why I'm, like, trying to find an artist who knows the anime or, like, is well knowledge on anime, but can draw a certain style that I want.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
That's what you meant.
Yeah. So that's why the process takes a lot.
Is that the only ones you're thinking of, or are there more?
There is one more, and it's weirdly planned in my head. It's related to Kingdom Hearts, another favorite game of mine that I've played consistently and how many times over. Oh my god, I can't even remember because it was so complicated.
Is it a specific Keyblade or is it something else?
It's a combination of all three games into one.
Oh.
It's a very big piece. If I ever plan on doing it, it would be a very, very big piece on the side of my thigh. Because another thing that I like, well, I'm also like a big Disney person, so Peter Pan is my favorite Disney movie. So I was thinking about, in the first game, there was a clock tower. There's Neverland, right?
Yeah.
So I was thinking about the clock tower with, obviously, Sora, Donald, Goofy. And then I also wanted, like, Roxas and Ventus. And, like, there's just so many little things because I was trying to put in subtle hints from all three games.
Yeah.
Into this one giant, like, thigh tattoo.
Oh.
And it sounded better in my head, so I started saying it out loud.
I can kind of see it. It's just
yeah.
I'm just imagining how much that's gonna cost you.
Yeah, that's why, like, it's. Oh no, I thought about that one for years, but I knew the cost would be high, so that's why I have never went through it.
Fair.
I can only imagine the amount of pain.
Oh gosh, the pain.
Okay, it's not as bad until it hits a bone or it gets to bony area.
Oh, gotcha.
But it feels like a cat scratch.
Okay. So how does the back tattoo feel? Because that's kind of bony in a way.
Well, if it's on like your back shoulder blade, like where I got mine right here, it didn't hurt until it got up top on the actual blade. But on the back side, it wasn't as bad until it got towards a little bit of the middle where my spine is. But it was all manageable. It's not bad.
That's fair, yeah. Oh no! My Discord! Oh no! Hold on. My Discord is, hold on, I'll message Emmie. Oh gosh, this is the second time it's happened. Hold on. Technical difficulties. My Wi-Fi is not the best right now. Apologies. I apologize to those that are here for technical difficulties. Oh dear. Okay, hold on. Emmie, are you there?
I'm here.
Sorry for that. Usually Only you and Teal have had this happen, but it wasn't as bad as yesterday.
Oh, it would be me and Teal.
Pardon?
It would be us. It would be me and Teal. I see how it is, Kitty.
No.
Oh my god.
But I guess another question is, what got you into, I guess, the Kingdom Hearts and just gaming in general, I guess?
Here's a funny story. I was never really like a gamer or anything related to gaming until this is when I was living in New York. I made a trip to California because I have like a lot of my family live here.
Yeah.
So I made a trip to California, and it was around Christmas time. My uncle, like my family, basically, they got me the PlayStation and the GameCube.
Oh.
I believe. Or it was the Nintendo. I don't remember. It was one of those. It was both.
Okay.
And so they got me that, and they're like, "Oh, we don't know if you guys play games or not, but here you go. This is like the latest trend." So they just gave it to us. And I was like, "Okay, I'll take it. I'll take it. I mean, I'm not gonna say no." So, you know, obviously, we bring those home, and we're like, "Okay, well, how does this work? What do we do?" And then, my cousin, who also lived with us at the time, he was like, "Oh, here are some games to play." So I started off, you know, the Crash Bandicoot games, the Spyro, Pokemon, well, Theme Evolves, and then, but you know, I just played it casually, just like after school and stuff like that. I was the like cool kid in the neighborhood that had these systems. So like we would have friends over and stuff like that. And I think what got me more invested into it is when all four of us, like me, my mom, my dad, my brother, we all played Bomberman at the same time.
Oh my god.
And we were trying to kill each other. And my dad was so good. I was like, how do you, like, he doesn't play much, right? So I was like, how are you so good? And he goes, strategy. And I was like, I hate it here. I was like, I hate it here. Bomberman was the shit. I love Bomberman. He's just like, oh, your moves are just very predictable. That's strategy. And I was like, Nani? What? Oh my god, I cannot.
Do you guys still play every once in a while, though?
No.
Oh.
We played Smash.
Oh.
Like, we only play Smash. Okay, this is the only time you'll actually get my family, all four of us, to be in a room together playing a game, is when we have scheduled power outages that my neighborhood does. Sometimes when they're fixing like the wires, electricity wires and stuff like that, it'll be scheduled, which is like maybe twice a year. Just for maintenance. Yeah, they'll do that. And that's the only time you'll get us all together in one room, and we're playing on my brother's tiny ass Switch.
Oh my gosh.
Not lying.
Wait, so how like, do you just have enough controllers for all four of you?
Yeah, because you know how for the Switch you could take out the two? And then we have another set of two.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. It's pretty dumb, but it's so funny.
How often do these power outages happen?
Like twice a year, at least twice.
Fair. Did you play the new Kingdom Hearts, I guess the remake? Kingdom Hearts 3, sorry. Kingdom Hearts 3.
The music one? Oh, 3, yes.
What did you think of it?
We don't talk about 3 anymore.
Oh, okay.
It was such a disappointment. It's like you made me wait 10 plus years for it to drop out like that. No. I was so mad. I was so mad. Like I bought like the expensive version too.
Oh no, Emmie.
Yeah, yeah, I did. And for it, okay, like I get that they're trying to do like DLC,
Mm-hmm.
but you can't just do that to a basic game right now. Like the base was so easy. Like, okay, even the new critical or whatever mode that they put out, it was
Mm-hmm.
still too easy. I was so
Oh.
mad.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I don't know. I just feel like they were trying to do too much with the game
Mm-hmm.
that there is stuff that got like lost in translation.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
For I know that you started not the I guess a while ago you were streaming Final Fantasy the remake.
Mm-hmm.
What got you into the Final Fantasy series?
My first Final Fantasy was actually a Final Fantasy 8 because I saw my cousin playing and I saw that he was struggling and having difficulties. So he gave it to me. Like he's like, "Hey, play this for me real quick while I use the restroom." And I played it. I beat the whatever boss he was trying to play, and beat. And he's like, "Wait, what? Did you just beat?" And I was like, "Yeah, it was so easy." So that's how I started getting into it because I saw him play, and then I wanted to play because me and my cousins were really competitive.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, I wanted to play whatever he wanted or he played.
Well, I'm just imagining him having, the surprise Pikachu face when he finds out you beat it.
That was literally his face. He goes, God, it was the funniest thing.
What is your favorite Final Fantasy out of all of them, I guess?
It's hard between 10 and 8.
Mm-hmm.
The storyline is so good. Oh.
I forgot what the title of the soundtrack, because I know the soundtrack's really good too.
Mm-hmm.
It was, I just know it's like the piano one, and it's like they go to a land. I don't know. I think it's.
Is it in 10 or
yeah,
is it?
I think it's in 10.
I think you're talking about 2 Xanarkin.
Yes, that's the one. I love the theme for that. Oh, so good.
Same. It's like you start, like, when you first played it, 10, and it starts off like that. I was like, oh, you can't do this to me right now.
I haven't personally played it, but I just like the soundtrack.
Oh, no, the soundtrack? There's always, like, 1 or 2 distinct songs from every soundtrack.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, they're good, though.
Do you have a favorite Kingdom Hearts game too? Which one in the series?
2.
2?
2 is my favorite.
Is there a reason?
Either that or Rebirth. There's not really a specific reason. I just felt like there was a lot going on, but they directed it very well. Like they introduced a lot of new stuff inside 2.
Mm-hmm.
But it flowed very well into the other game. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Where we don't talk about 3.
Did you watch a lot of, I guess, TV growing up, or just like what was like your favorite? I don't know, like what's the thing that you were really into as a kid? I guess.
Okay. This sounds might be a little weird, but I just remember watching My Sweet 16 on MTV and wanting my 16th birthday to be like that. Like I hardcore wish it was like that. I'm not even joking.
Mm-hmm.
I remember watching it and be like, these privileged people. I want my life to be like.
I just remember like my sister would watch that too, right? And I just remember watching this one episode where apparently, like, this girl had a volcano thing going on, right?
Yeah.
And it malfunctioned, and I'm just like, man.
And she's like having a meltdown because of it. I was like, girl, it's just one thing. You're getting a car. Calm down.
Mm-hmm.
I remember watching that. I watched a lot of Disney Channel growing up. Disney Channel, Nickelodeon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do you got a favorite show of yours?
From Disney Channel, I think maybe Kim Possible. Because let's be real, we all wanted to be Kim Possible.
True.
Nickelodeon was Fairly OddParents.
Oh my gosh,
'Cause
I remember that show.
I freaking love Cosmo. I inspired to be Cosmo.
Oh my gosh, I don't know if you remembered this episode specifically, but it was when I guess Timmy wished that he had a really cool video game, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
I remember this.
Okay, back when I was a child, like I was like some of the jokes they said went over my head.
Oh no, same.
Yeah, and there was this one part where Timmy's like, "I wish I had cheeks of steel," and Wanda's like, "I hope you mean your face," and I didn't know what she meant at the time, and then it occurred recently. She meant his butt cheeks.
Because we all know who was an adult. No, but that's like the fun thing. It's like you're watching all these shows that you watch as a kid over again,
Mhm.
and you're like, these are actually pretty dirty.
True.
There's like so many little things. I'm just like, oh my god, I can't believe they said that. I didn't get it.
Yeah, or even just or this is like another, like I thought this was like just a funny gag on Fairly OddParents. Just like the fact that Timmy's parents don't have actual names, they're just referred to as dad and mom, and when they try to tell the names, like a car just rushes by and we don't even hear it.
Yep. All you knew were the Dinkelbergs.
The Dinkelbergs. Have you seen that meme? It was like someone was talking about something in class, and then they were like, "It was Dinkelberg."
Yes, I see that. Dinkelbergs. We please.
I honestly don't understand why Timmy's dad hated the Dinkelbergs so much, because they were.
He was jealous of them. That's literally it.
Oh right, they had like better stuff.
Oh my god. I swear Timmy's dad was probably a transgender man.
Oh yeah, I remember the
pageant episode, right?
Yes! I love that.
Oh my god, I love that episode. And the fact that Cosmo was the one carrying Poof.
Yes. Or remember that episode where Timmy wished he was a girl?
Yes! Oh my god. It was very advanced for its time.
Yeah, and the fact that when he went to the salon with, what's her name again? Trixie
Tay.
Yeah. He was and then like at the end they're like, well, your parents aren't expecting you to be home for a while, where do you want to go? And he goes to the salon again as a guy this time. And then the ladies are like, oh my gosh, like I never see a guy so brave. Like, do you want to date my daughter? No, date mine. I'm like, wait, what?
Right? Male stigmas.
Yes.
I told you it's very advanced for its time.
And I liked how he changed Wanda and Cosmo's genders too, and they actually like acted like, you know, the gender norm.
Oh, it's so funny. Oh my god.
Cosmo's like, which dress do I wear? And then Wanda's just like, just pick something.
Right? That's me though. Oh my god. Those shows, like when you watch them now again, it's so funny. It's like more funnier.
Yeah.
Because you get it now.
Yeah, or like certain SpongeBob gags too.
Oh my goodness.
Like the older episodes.
Yeah, we don't talk. The newer episodes are kind of
Yeah.
The older episodes were really good.
Which one was one that really comes to mind?
The SpongeBob episode? The one where he brings the jellyfish home and they're having like a party?
Uh-huh.
That's the one that comes to mind the most.
Oh my god.
I don't know why. It's just that song they had.
Yes,
exactly.
Whenever I think of SpongeBob, I just remember that episode where Squidward like was tricking SpongeBob into because it was the night shift. And he was telling him this horror story he made up.
Oh, I remember this one.
The hash slinging slasher.
another episode that comes to mind is the one where Squidward tries the Krabby Patty.
Yes.
And he's like obsessed with
Oh my
it.
gosh, I like the
And
part.
then
He's like, what?
it goes straight to
Am I
your
going to
thigh.
explode? Worse, it goes straight to your thighs.
And then you explode. SpongeBob was the shit.
And he's like, my thighs? And then he explodes.
Those were some thighs.
True. And then when you think about it, the more you think about it, the more you realize you grew up just like Squidward.
Right.
Honestly,
When you thought you were SpongeBob, but you're actually Squidward.
Honestly, when I was a kid, I honestly felt bad for Squidward because he just wanted to live his life, and SpongeBob was just unintentionally ruining it for him.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like that one where he tried to sell his own house, and then SpongeBob and Patrick just ruined it for him. I just felt so bad for him. He just wanted to get away from them.
And then the episode where they go to Sandy's house for the first time.
Yes.
It's like that I need it meme.
Yeah. I don't need it. I don't need it.
I don't need
I need it. And then Patrick's like, the pinky.
Oh my god. I swear I have PTSD from that because I always notice my pinky is out or up when I drink water and stuff. And I was like, God damn it, SpongeBob.
Or did you watch those Disney Channel original movies when you were a kid too?
I watched all of them.
Cause I haven't watched all of them, but one of my favorites was Princess Protection Program. I love
that.
I
think my favorite. I'm sorry, my favorite was High School Musical.
Oh, fair.
Or like Teen Beach. I like musicals, that's why.
Oh, have you seen Lemonade Mouth? Because I hear from a lot of people that it's really good. I want to watch it.
It's really good. The music is really good.
I hear, yeah, I've heard. I honestly like, because Haley has Disney Plus, so I'm just like, I wonder if I could just recommend this for movie night. Just can we watch?
Oh my gosh.
And I don't know if you watched Aquamarine when you were a kid.
I love Aquamarine.
Oh my gosh, they don't make movies like that anymore, and it's sad.
They don't. It was such a good movie for its time.
Yes, it was. Oh my gosh, I love the plot and everything. Like it's like films, like movies have lost that like sense of like this. I guess what's it called? Whimsy, I guess, in a way.
Yeah, it's like the innocent. I don't know what's the term for it.
Like the
but
innocence,
it's not the same. Yeah, the innocence behind it.
Yeah.
Now they're just trying to go with what's popular.
Yeah. And I feel like it's not really working sometimes.
They're running out of ideas, that's why. No one's original anymore.
Yeah, no one's original. It's just a lot of bad CGI movies now.
Oh, I got blurry.
Oh. Okay. What is your favorite, other than Peter Pan, because I remember you said Peter Pan, do you have a list of favorite films, Disney films that, because you said you were a Disney kid.
No, Peter Pan was my favorite because obviously I never wanted to grow up. Still not grown up. Mary Poppins was one of them. Ooh. I love Mary Poppins. There's just so many. It's like you gotta give me a category.
How about I guess like the Pixar animated ones, or just like animated in general?
Pixar. Oh, Pixar's Incredibles.
Oh my gosh, the super scene is my favorite
scene.
I have it memorized word for word.
Oh no, see.
It's like, honey, where's my super suit? And she's like, put it away. And he's like, where? And she's like, why do you need to know? I need it. Nuh-uh. Don't you think about going out doing don't ever do? We've been fighting for the city for 3 months. The public is in danger.
My evening is in danger.
You told me what was woman. We're talking about the greater good.
Greater good? I am your wife.
I'm the greatest good
The greatest good
you'll
you'll ever.
And I didn't even know this, but
That is iconic.
apparently his wife's name is actually Honey. It's not just like a nickname, because apparently Mrs. Incredible, when she's calling him, she's like, "Oh, tell Honey I said hi."
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, oh my gosh.
It took people a minute to figure that out. I was like, oh, her name was Honey. That's a first.
I still haven't. I wish I saw Incredibles 2 when it was on Netflix, but like I just didn't find the time because it's always nighttime by then. And,
yeah.
I didn't want to watch it, I guess, alone, because they had an epilepsy warning, so you know, in case something happened.
Oh, like, really?
Yeah, they had on Netflix. They had an epilepsy warning, so
interesting.
Because of the flashing lights.
I can see it. Yeah, there were a lot of flashing lights towards near the end. Yeah. Like, no, my favorite scene from the second movie was Jack and Edna.
Oh, I saw clips of that.
My God. I could not. It's like, y'all got me waiting 10 years for this movie. Oh my God, you better do me good. It was good.
I freaking love Edna. I love
she is such a mood.
She admits to, and I'm just like, man, I want to be like Edna.
I thought about being Edna for Halloween once. And I was like, I can't. I'm gonna be cracking up every other minute.
I love the line where she's like, no capes!
No capes.
And then she just like lists a bunch of like incidents what happened with capes, and she's like, this is why there's no capes.
She has PTSD. You could tell.
And then the fact that she was suspecting when Mr. Incredible is just like, what have you been doing, Robert?
She knows. She knows.
Like, why else would he need it to be fixed? And then she like even thought ahead. She's like, look, I even made some for your family too.
Yeah, she made it for the entire family.
And then he's like, no, I don't need it. Nah, man, you needed it.
You do.
What did you think of Raya and the Last Dragon when you saw it?
I haven't seen it.
Oh, you haven't? Oh, no. I thought you were there when Haley showed it.
No, I missed out, and I keep telling myself I'm gonna watch it, but I never got the chance to. And I should.
If you want.
Because it has Kelly Marie shit.
I can send a link if you need it later.
Oh, I have Disney Plus.
Oh, you do? Oh, but wait, don't you have to pay $30 to watch it, though?
Is it not out completely yet?
So, from what I hear, Haley said that they're not gonna release it till July. Like, release it.
Oh, don't worry, I have sites. I mean, as an Asian, you're supposed to have these things.
Honestly, yeah, that was my sister, honestly, yeah. I remember we literally watched Zootopia on some website she found. And she's like, the quality's not the greatest, but
you can still watch it.
Yeah, but honestly, the quality was not that bad. Like, I was expecting, like, what, 280 AP or, like that resolution? Nah, man, it was fine. It was, like, what, like, probably between 480 to 720, like, around there.
Like, even 720 is, like, decent.
Yeah,
it'll get you through the movie.
Or even, like, 480 if you're lucky. Like just the animated films, at least. 480, I think, is decent. Alright, I don't know.
Yeah. I think 720 is, like,
standard.
Pretty good up there. Oh, that's bright.
Oh yeah. What is your dream home?
Dream home?
Yeah, like what would it have? Like all the features? Like what location?
My dream home is just very simple, basic, modern. Like I don't think anything high tech is there. Obviously, okay, here's my thing about homes though. Oh, sorry about that.
No.
I don't want a house until I have a family. Like kids and stuff like that.
Oh, okay, true. Fair.
Because I don't see the need of a large house
Mm-hmm.
if it's just like you and your significant other, your husband, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you'll just end up paying for a lot of unnecessary things that you don't
Fair.
really need yet. So I would want like a 2-bedroom apartment or a townhouse until then.
Yeah.
So I would want like a family. Or let's say like it comes to a time where both my parents need or even his parents need assistance where they can't live by themselves.
Yeah.
That's when I'll get a house. But it's just a basic, 3 to 4 bedroom house, modern, chic, contemporary-ish. Nothing crazy. I'm very basic.
Would you have specific rooms for certain things, though, if you had?
Yeah, I mean, I would like a office/gaming room if possible. Obviously, my bedroom. But that's about like the craziest I'll go. I like to live a very minimalistic, simple life if possible.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, I would love a pool, but the maintenance on that is too much.
Let's say you had someone maintaining it for you.
I mean, if I had the money to have someone
Let's say
maintain
money
it,
was
I'll
not
get
an
it.
issue for this, like, your dream
Oh, I'd
house.
be living near the beach. Near the
Fair.
beach with a pool, 2 to 3 stories is fine. Yeah. Wouldn't be an issue.
Ah.
Yeah, I don't have any like extreme, extravagant things in mind. Like I don't want like a giant house.
Yeah.
Yo girl gonna get lost in it anyways. Okay, it was a house big enough to, let's say, for example, we did end up having, my parents or his parents come live with us. It would be enough to where like we won't run into them a lot, or like they won't be disturbed by our daily lives.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. So maybe like 2 separate houses, like not really separate houses, but like 2 sides of the house, like 2 wings and then a center where it's the kitchen, living room, and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, how did you meet your significant other?
I met her when I was working at an electronics store.
Ah.
It was the summer. I came back from my 6-week vacation. I jumped right into a new job. I met him there. Here's a funny story that I don't think I'll ever let him live it down. When my first impression of him was not a good impression.
Oh no!
I thought he was a fuckboy when I first met him.
Damn!
He knows this too. And he's like the total opposite of a fuckboy, which is the funny thing. But I was like, you gave off that impression that you were a fuckboy when I first met him. Because I was having lunch. I was sitting in my car, parked under a tree. And I had like some stickers on the back of my car, and one of them it said Insomniac, which is a brand that does a lot of raves. So, he was like, "Oh, like you rave?" And I was like, "Oh, I used to. I retired." And that's how we started talking. But like, my first impression of him was that he was a fuckboy. And it's the funniest thing ever. I could not. Oh my god. He knows this too. I tell him all the time.
So wait, then how did you guys, I guess, start a relationship in a way?
So here's another. I was off for the day, so I was walking out to the parking lot, to my car, and I guess he was just hanging out in the parking lot, having lunch. I guess he was vaping at the time. So he was just sitting there, and he asked me if he could borrow $20 because he needed cash, right? And I was like, I have $20. Here you go. And he goes, "Oh, great. Let me get your number while I'm at it too."
Wow.
And so, but here's the thing: we got each other's numbers, right? But he did not text me first. I texted him first. At the end of the day, obviously. But girl, I was waiting for him to text me, but he never texted me, so I texted him.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is that just how it started then?
That's how the texting started. Our first date, we went to watch Crazy Rich Asians. We watched Crazy Rich Asians, and then we sat at Norm's for like 2-ish, 3-ish hours just talking.
Mm-hmm.
And then it just started from there.
Oh, okay. How long has it been?
It would be 3 years in November.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not that long, but it feels like an eternity.
Honestly, I feel like 3 years is quite a long time.
It feels really long.
What are the places you've traveled to before?
Oh, I've been so much. Vietnam.
Mm-hmm.
I've been to Singapore. I've been to Hong
Oh my gosh,
Kong.
Singapore. I've always wanted to go.
Oh, it's so nice, but it's so pricey.
Oh, yeah.
I've been to Japan. I've been to Korea.
Wow.
I've been to Thailand. I've been to Taiwan.
Oh, I've always wanted to go to Taiwan too.
Taiwan is so nice.
It looks like that too. I mean, their woman, the president is literally a woman who loves cats, so.
Yeah. Let's see. I've also been to Mexico. I went to Paris as a child, but I don't remember shit. Yeah, I think that's about it.
Okay. Wow, that's a lot, Emmie.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Which one was your favorite?
I think Korea was my favorite.
Any particular reason?
Because I'm a Korean.
Oh my god! What was your favorite part about going to Korea then?
The food. Girl, you could not find $12 all you can eat Korean barbecue here in America. That's good quality.
Oh my gosh, are you serious? $12? That's so cheap!
And then I think soju was like $1 or something.
Wait, I thought it was $4.
Or something like that. I don't remember. It was super cheap. And I was like,
super cheap because no import fees.
But it was like great quality meats for $12.99 or like $12. It was $11.99, sorry. $11.99. And I was like, bro, you cannot find this in America anywhere.
What was oh shoot, what was I going with this?
The street food too.
Oh, street food. I love street food.
Oh my god, it was so cheap. Fresh. Oh, I miss it.
What is your favorite, I guess, K-pop group or I guess singer if they're just you know, by themselves?
I do females and then males.
Yeah, sure, go for it.
So what got me into K-pop originally was Big Bang.
Mm-hmm.
So they'll always be like one of my absolute favorites. Another favorite group is SHINee. Love SHINee. Obviously BTS. Stray Kids.
Oh, speaking of BTS, you gonna get that BTS McDonald's meal?
Oh, I thought about it, but I was like, girl, I'm not investing my money into that. No. Favorite girl groups right now is Blackpink and ITZY.
And which one's the other one, sorry?
ITZY.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Oh my gosh, I actually, what was it? Have you ever tried to do any of the K-pop dances?
I have. I know the wedding dress dance.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool! What the heck?
I actually had to do it as a performance once, so that's why I know it.
Oh, okay. That was a good song. I like that one.
It's one of my absolute favorite songs.
Oh, Tealbot here says it's an Emmy. Wow, wee!
Wow, that sounds exactly like how Katie would say it.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Hi, Teal.
Hi, Teal.
I guess if you had the chance, like let's say COVID's not a thing right now.
Mm-hmm.
What is where is a place you want to be right now?
Japan.
Any particular reason?
Well, it's because like my boyfriend has never been on a plane, nor has he ever really traveled outside of California.
Wait, what?
Yeah, right. That's what I said. Right, what? Really? Hello? The only time he's been outside of California is to Vegas, but that doesn't really count.
No, it doesn't.
So the one place that he's always wanted to go is Japan. And I've been to Japan. So I was like, I want to take him to Japan. So that's why.
Oh, gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Is there like a specific thing you want to see in Japan?
I honestly just want to go for the food again. But I am like, I don't know. I just love the people there. I love the environment. I just like being in Japan where I feel safe. Like, I can go out at night as a female, alone, and be completely fine.
Definitely.
You can't do that here in America.
Not a lot of places actually. No.
I just feel very safe. Like, I don't worry about anything when I was there last time. Besides my money, because I spent too much. But
oh no.
And also, Japan is not as expensive as everyone thinks it is. It truly isn't.
Oh.
Because, okay, let's say you don't go eat at these high-end restaurants or like restaurants in general, you'll save a lot more money. Because I tend to go to mom and pop shops or have street food.
Definitely. Mom and pop shops are the way to go, definitely.
They go. And they're honestly so nice.
Yeah.
That, like, I remember sitting at this one shop. I can't remember what it was. But she just, like, gave me an extra portion.
Oh, wow.
I would, without me even calling it. She goes, here, try this. It's basically along the lines of try this. And I was like, oh my god, it's so good. And she was just so nice about it. And it was on the house, too. And I was like, hello? You can't find that anywhere.
Or just
I forgot what it was.
Rare.
Yeah, but it's not as expensive as you would. Well, it's expensive because, like, obviously, your entertainment and your other stuff that your spending needs is a little bit much, but it's really not as expensive unless you're eating at like high-end restaurants every day.
Have you heard of the Studio Ghibli Museum in Japan?
Yes, I want to go.
Yes, I was gonna ask that, like, if you really wanted to go.
I really want to go.
Ghibli movie?
Kiki's Delivery Service.
Oh, that was so cute.
Either that or Howl's Castle.
Howl's Moving
the castle one. Yeah, House Moving Castle. I always forget it, but it's so. But Kiki's is my favorite.
Oh, okay. That's all my questions. Does chat have any more questions? Because I remember you said you had to go at 8:30.
Yeah. No, it was actually in a little bit.
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah, no worries.
Any other things you want to say to chat, like self-promotion, like where we can find you?
Yeah, you can find me on Twitch at helloemmie, on Instagram at helloemmie, on Twitter at helloemmie, because helloemmie was taken, and the bitch who took it is not an inactive person. It won't give you my name.
Oh my god.
But there you go.
Thank you, Emmie.
Thanks for having me. It's been really fun.
Oh, I'm so glad. I was worried like people aren't having a good time, but like.
Oh no, I love these types of things. I love like interviewing and like getting to know me kind of situations.
Yeah, well, I hope to see you around. Let's play Valorant sometime soon.
Yeah, just let me know.
Yeah,
Thanks
Emmie
for
can
having
carry
me.
us.
Oh, I can't carry,
What do
no.
you mean?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
You're so good. You always get them headshots.
No, that's only when I play with you. Whenever I play with like people like Teal, I'm like bottom fragging every single goddamn time.
What? Teal here says you're really good.
I've gotten better, but I'm not really good. See, I like to think of me as improving, but I don't like to say that I'm good.
Teal says you're hard carry though.
Hard carrying my ass. Every time I'm in a lobby with him, he's always top frag. Or like up there. And I'm just like in the middle down to bot. Steel's just being humble. We all know who's the hard carry here.
Well, thank you so much, Emmie, and we'll see
Thank
you another
you.
time. Okay, bye, Emmie.
Bye, have a good day.
You too. Have fun at your hangout, your plans. I don't know. You said you have plans. That's all.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Okay, that was our friend Emmie. Go follow her if you haven't followed her. She's super cool. She streams Valorant mainly and other games. Oh, she streamed also Final Fantasy the remake. Hopefully she streams that sometime soon. I have not seen her play that in a while, but yeah. Okay, now it's time to find someone to raid. Hold on. Oh, Shiro's streaming art. I will raid Shiro. But yes, thank you so much to Emmie for coming out today. Shoot. Our next episode will be on the May 24th. Most likely. I will announce in my Discord. To confirm. But yeah. It is with Kumi Buns. Yay! Anyways. Thank you all for coming. Today's episode meant a lot. Even though we had technical difficulties early on. It was okay. Figured it out. I'm gonna raid Shiro. He's doing some art. Please be nice. Yeah. Hold on. Here's the raid message too. Okay. I will see you all tomorrow again. Well, I don't know what I'm going to be streaming tomorrow, but it'll be something. Okay. Goodbye.